There we go. Hello there, Kyle Katarn here, and it is Wednesday, my dudes. You know what that means. Time to read some Star Wars comics hot off the presses. Speaking of which, we do have one canon released today. It's Star Wars number 9 by Charles Soule and Jan Bazaldua. It's a brand new arc, Operation Starlight, the Ancient Relic. Can't wait to crack into this. And then we're going to be continuing with John Jackson Miller's KOTOR, which I started last week, and I'm really enjoying. It's actually a story that I haven't read before, which is cool. Unlike most of the legends, I'm pretty current on them. Can't wait to see what Zane Carrot gets up to next. It's been a lot of fun, but first, just go with the canon stuff. Star Wars I can't talk. I just woke up. Give me a break. Star Wars issue number 9. Cool. Let's see if Zara makes another appearance here. Nick FGTH09. Hi, how is the quarantine? Honestly, the quarantine has not been terrible. I did have to stop doing the job that I was working at, but it gave me more time to devote to YouTube and Twitch, and it's really grown the channel a lot, so if there's a silver lining to be found, I think that's probably what it is. Alright. Operation Starlight, Part 1, The Ancient Relic. The heroic Rebel Alliance is scattered and on the run from the evil Galactic Empire after losing the Battle of Hoth. But the Empire's cunning commander Zara has broken Rebel security codes and will stop at nothing to crush the rebellion once and for all. Princess Leia attempts to rally her friends before all hope is lost. Rebel Fleet, 4th and 7th Divisions. We had a true victory at Alessia. 2 full Rebel divisions reunited, and we sent Commander Zara and her Imperials running. Look at this epic Nebulon right here. Nope, and there's the Falcon, docked underneath. Like it. We've celebrated that, as we should. We've taken a moment to remember what it feels like to hope. But now it's time to get back to work. It's time for Operation Starlight to begin. The Imperials have cracked our encryption codes. We cannot communicate with any of the other Rebel divisions without bringing the Empire's hunters down on us. Us and whoever we transmit to. We've discovered the problem, but we have no idea how many other Rebel cells have done the same. We don't know if anyone else is still out there. Okay, I'm not usually one to nitpick, but this Mon Calamari, I'm assuming this is Akbar. What is going on here? He's like, it's like he's in that Instagram filter where your face gets all pretty and it takes your wrinkles away. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at, but that's not a Mon Calamari. I'm sorry. Leia, can't we just send a warning out to the other cells? Tell them what's happened, then have them jump away before the Imperials show up. We could, Luke, but then we'd lose our ability to communicate with them further, and we wouldn't know where they were. We need to bring the fleet together and find a new base, figure out new strategies. Sounds like you need a new code, Princess. Transmit at the same time as the warning, then switch it over to use for future communications. Nice. Chewie just wants action. Yeah, that's a good point, Chewbacca. You'd just be handing the Imperials the new code too. And if you did that... Exactly, Lando. If they broke our codes once, with the highest encryption level available to us, who's to say they wouldn't do it again? No. We need something new, something stronger. Fortunately, someone among us had a brilliant idea. Oh dear. I do believe the princess is referring to me. As you know, I am C-3PO, a protocol droid fluent in over 6 million forms of communication. But even this spectacular achievement does not represent the total number of languages present in our galaxy. There are many others, some used only by very small populations or others lost in the winds of time. In particular, there is a language called Trawak. Its time ended over 1,000 years ago. Oh cool, we're getting into dead Star Wars languages, I dig it. Even then, it was only spoken by a small cave-dwelling species that evolved independently of all other life on its world. It was, supposedly, a combination of ultrasonics, replication of sounds from the natural environment, and subtle interactions of air, mouth parts, and... How dreadfully rude, R2. I was only offering some fascinating background information. But very well. I will, as you suggest, get to the point. What would we do without R2-D2, man? I believe Trawak may be the key to solving our problem. it is a lost language, impossible to learn or translate. We could use it as a foundation for a new code. If we disseminate it among the other protocol droids in the fleet, we would have a method of communication on the Imperials could not crack, at least for some time. That's awesome. That is a good idea, and it reminds me a lot of like the U.S. using Navajo code talkers in World War II to send codes, encrypting it using parts of ancient Navajo language so that the Germans couldn't decipher it. That's brilliant. Not to be negative, but the Imperials are protocol droids too. Won't they just be able to translate it? Right, I mean, if you can speak it, 3PO. Nice little cameo from Kes Dameron and Shara Bay. These are Poe's parents right here. Why, that is the whole idea, Miss Bay, Mr. Dameron. Nice. I cannot wait. I cannot speak Trawak. Listen to Golden Boy up there wasting everybody's time. We're doomed, Lobot. Doomed. Lobot's got some sweet dreads these days. It looks like Monica when she gets back from Jamaica. Ordinarily, I would agree, Baron Administrator Calrissian, but you have not heard everything I have to say. It's interesting that 3PO's not being the fatalist in the conversation for once. I cannot speak Trawak. Almost no one can. The Trawaki themselves are long extinct. There is exactly one source in the galaxy for the language's phonemes and grammar. An ancient linguistics droid, a predecessor to my own model, is the sole repository of the Trawak language. Well, that's nice and convenient. It's limited to a single droid. And we're going to steal it. That's the mission. We send in a small team to retrieve the droid, bring it back, and use its database to generate the new codes. Okay, great. Where is it? Ah, yes. Therein lies the trouble, Master Luke. We were waiting for you to say that, 3PO. Coruscant, Federal District. The droid is an artifact in the Oh, it's still Leia. Oh no, this is 3PO, I think. The droid is an artifact in the collection of the Imperial Museum, formerly the Galactic Museum on Coruscant. Back in my day, Coruscant was called Imperial Center. The museum has millions of objects on display and billions more in storage. Cultural and artistic treasures from across the galaxy. A little higher, I think. Right away, Curator. The collection has expanded enormously in recent years as the Empire scours the galaxy and takes what it wishes. Look at this guy. Looking like fucking Robotnik over here. Perfect. Ah, these are the new pieces from Kashyyyk? Yes, Curator. Newly discovered in the cache near the Kachihiro ruins. Nice. Kachihiro Beach is where one of the Battlefront maps takes place. So I think it was the primary invasion setting, like the Normandy point, if you will, for that whole battle. Well, the craftsmanship is impressive, especially for those beasts. Imagine hard to imagine a Wookiee using anything more delicate than a sledgehammer, but I suppose the galaxy is full of surprises. Should we prepare any of them for display? I thought perhaps in the primitive cultures wing. Don't be a fool. We will not sully the dignity of this institution by presenting work from these lowly creatures. Although, these fucking racists. That one is rather nice. The droid we need is not on the list of active. The droid we need is not on the list of active exhibits. It is unclear exactly where it is located. Good day, Curator. We are surrounded by the greatest treasures in the galaxy, Lieutenant. It's always a good day here. It is a blocky old thing, inelegant, without any of the streamlining of modern models such as myself. I can provide design specifications for the droid, but I must say, even locating it among all the countless artifacts in the Imperial Museum, this might be our greatest challenge. Oh, there he is. Always. That droid design looks familiar somehow. I'll go. Maybe the Force can help us find the droid. I'm not sure how, but maybe. I appreciate that, Luke, but Coruscant is the Nexus den. It's the galactic capital. Palpatine's there, and maybe even Vader. There are times when bravery becomes foolishness. You shouldn't go, and I shouldn't either. The risk is too great. That's fucking Mon Calamari. Did they draw him just to fuck with me? Like, what is up with him? He has no wrinkles. This is why we have the Pathfinders. Kess, Needle, Frel, will you? Of course, Leia. We'll get it done. Now, infiltrating Coruscant won't be easy. It's one of the most secure worlds in the galaxy. We'll need a ship good at sneaking past security cordons. A smuggler ship. I know the fleet's small, but do we have anything like that? As a matter of fact... Lando sulking over here. It's like, yeah, it's supposed to be my ship. Oh, now come on. Whatever happened to asking for volunteers? Alright, I had to use just about every trick I had, but we got you here safe and sound. You guys have fun on your mission, on your suicide mission. Lobot and I are gonna go wait in the Millennium Falcon. Well, you can go if you want, Lando. We appreciate the help. But Lobot's coming with us. And why would that be exactly? Lobot's my friend. He's not part of the rebellion. We'll need him once we're inside. He'll slice the museum's database, help us locate the droid. And Lobot's an Imperial fugitive, right? The rebels are keeping him safe. This will be his way of repaying the favor, generating some goodwill. Which is something you should be thinking about too, Mr. Man of questionable loyalty and morals. Oh, Needle, you too? I thought we were friends. Friendly, Lando, not friends. Give it time. Alright, I'm not letting Lobot go in there alone with you zealots. If we're gonna do this, let's do it. Honestly, I'm probably the only way this dumb mission could succeed. I'll pull off heists that would curl your eyebrows. If you have them, that is. No offense, Needle. Uno momento. I am currently reading Star Wars issue number 9 by Charles Soule and Jan Bazaldua. It came out today. It's from the new canon Marvel Star Wars line. Trevor Timmis, hashtag Lobot love. We all love the Lobot. Hurry up, old buddy. This ain't exactly inconspicuous. I do like Lobot's new look. The way all of the wiring just sort of gives him like a hairdo. You know? These fools might look silly, but those vibro pikes they're slinging are serious business. Thanks, Lobot. Appreciate it. Okay, you got what you need. Can we get out of here? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Yeah, Frel. I think we can do it. What's the plan? Do it. Do what? Let's get out of here. Back to the Falcon. You guys can use that data to plan your little heist while you let Lobot beat me into Jarek. Here's the thing. This is all a race against time. The longer we take, the more chances are her hunters will find more rebel cells. If we can act now, we have to. Says here the droid we want is stashed in the curator's private gallery. We know exactly where it is. And since it's private, his little sanctum, there's no cameras, no security guards, and no security other than a few guards outside. We're gonna go for it. We just need to get him out of there so we can handle the guards, break in and get the droid without him hitting the alarm. You guys are crazy. How are you gonna do that? We're not crazy. We're Pathfinders. There's a difference. And as far as how we'll do it, let me just scroll through this list of exhibits for you. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Ridiculous! Now, sir, what seems to be the problem? The problem, as if you didn't already know, is that you have no right to this. This is a holy relic of the Quarian people. My people. It belongs back at home, not here in this shrine to wholesale cultural theft. Preach. This is hilarious. He's just gonna come in and make a scene. Look at this glance. Keep it up, Needle. We're heading to the curator's office. Make a big enough stink, and they'll all have to come down. And they'll have to call him down. No, I will not calm down. I demand to speak to your supervisor. He's being a Quarian Karen. That's where we need to go. But the curator's still in there according to the locator data. According to the locator data that Lobot accessed. Needle, you're gonna have to ramp it up. I refuse to leave until I speak to the curator. Sir, I'm afraid we have a problem down here. Another protester. I'm on my way. As if I didn't have enough to do as it is. Good job, Needle. He's on his way down. Keep him busy as long as you can. I'll let you know when we're clear. I'm really digging these Coruscanti Imperial guards. They're not the Red Royal guards, but they're very evocative of the blue guards that were around during the Old Republic, by which I mean the previous Republic to the Empire, not the Old Republic. And they look a lot like Chancellor Valorum's personal guards. It's just nice to see that armor still being used somewhere, you know? You're not authorized to be here. Sorry, we just got a little lost looking for the refresher. Go back downstairs and ask a museum guide for directions. We mean it. Turn around now before things get ugly. Did he just call me ugly? I think I'm offended. I am the curator of this establishment. Now will you tell me why you're making things so difficult for my staff and ruining the enjoyment of the other patrons? It's simple. This doesn't belong to you. It's stolen property and should be returned to my people. Surrender! To a museum guard? I don't think so. You're one of those. This museum is dedicated to keeping the cultural treasures of the galaxy safe through periods of upheaval. If not for this institution, the losses during conflicts such as the Clone Wars and the recent insurrections would be incalculable. We are better at protecting your heritage than you are. If you deserve to have this, then you'd have it. The Imperial arrogance is just on full display here. We need to wrap this up. If they get noticed and call in real security, we'll be in trouble. Ugh. Well, I'm not leaving until this is resolved to my satisfaction. What are you gonna do? Have me shot right here in front of everybody? Of course not, my friend. I wouldn't do it right here. Uh-oh. What do you want to bet these guys ended up as security guards after washing out at the Imperial Academy? Yeah, a couple of wannabe stormtroopers. Too bad for them, we're not exactly tourists. Let's go, we're running out of time. Escort the gentleman out, but that said, no need to be gentle. Oh, jeez. Needle, Lobot is slicing the door on the... Needle, Lobot is slicing the lock on the door to the Curator's Galaxy, but it's tough. It'll take him a little while. This mission can't fail. The entire rebellion's depending on us. Keep the Curator there. No matter what. Oh, shit. Acknowledged. And good luck destroying my comlink. I'll see you when I see you. Oh, Needle. I've got a bad feeling about this. No! This isn't right! It's not right! Stop him! Attaboy. Take him on a goose chase. Set down the artifact. You cannot escape. Watch me! You're all a bunch of thieves! Fascist criminal thieves! No one's listening. No one cares. Ah! Psst. No! What should we do with him, sir? Hand him off to Coruscant Security Force. No, I have jurisdiction over matters that occur within the museum. He is subject to military justice. And under the Imperial Code, the penalty for theft is death. The sheer nerve of these people. Don't they realize the service we provide to the galaxy? They should be celebrating us. Well, perhaps his fate will serve as an example to others. Still hard to believe he went to such extraordinary lengths, whatever he was trying to accomplish. In the end, I wonder if it was worth it. They got it. Nice. My goodness, what a remarkable old machine. That's cool. Very rarely do you see the capital ship like this overshadowed. Like, there's no light source on this side. Obviously, there's a star on the other side of these ships. So the other side is completely in dark. It's a cool perspective. I like it. I do not believe there is another left in all the galaxy. An autonomous translator module, Mark II. Back in its heyday, it was known as a talker droid, or just a talkie. A simple device, really. It lacked any of the diplomacy models included in later models. And of course, compared to a droid such as myself, it might as well be a 3PO. Focus. Can it do what we need? Accept my apologies, Princess. I do go on. Let us just see here. Click. Oh my. Is that it? Is that the language? Chowak? I'm afraid not, Master Luke. It seems that Talkie's memory banks and primary cognitive functions have been corrupted. Don't tell me that. Don't you tell me that. Needle died so we could bring this stupid thing, and now you say it doesn't work? Oh, Needle died confirmed. I was hoping that maybe they would rescue him. How about solutions, 3PO? What are we gonna do? Master Dameron, accept my condolences for the death of your comrade, and my apologies for the current situation, but I really have no idea. To be continued. Man. Okay, so we got the droid, and he's corrupted. He doesn't really work. You know, I think I figured out why this droid looks so familiar to me. He really reminds me of Bollocks from the original Han Solo adventures. They came out back in 1979. It predates The Empire Strikes Back, and it was a trilogy of stories written by Brian Daley. And there was a droid character named Bollocks, and then he had another droid, Blue Max, who lived inside of him, and they were kind of the companion foil droids in this. Just visually, he kind of reminds me of what we saw in the cover art and various fan arts over the years. If that is a visual reference, then that's awesome and very obscure, and if not, then I'm just a crazy person. But either way, I like it. I like where we're headed. I hope that this code talker idea that he has comes through. Star Wars really does like to evoke World War II imagery a lot. The original trilogy, a lot of the parallels are very obvious there, but then they consciously extended as well. Like Scarif, the Battle of Scarif in Rogue One, is really evocative of like the Pacific theater of World War II to me. And a lot of the conflict in the Clone Wars, both in the prequels and in the show, heavily references, in my opinion, conflicts from like the Gulf War, Desert Storm, all the way up to current things going on in Iraq and Afghanistan. That's just so, and I don't know if that's a conscious decision. I mean, when you're writing about war, you might draw from real war as a source of inspiration. But that's something that I've noticed a lot over the years in Star Wars, and it's from the originals to the new stuff. It's a continuing trend. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just making an observation. So that was awesome. And now, switching gears, John Jackson Miller's KOTOR. We're on issue number 3. Technically, it's the 4th issue because the first issue was issue 0, so the numbering is off if you look at it that way. But yeah, we got Zane Carrick, and he is on the run. All of his fellow classmates were murdered by the teachers that were entrusted with their protection and their safety. I've been neglecting my chat. I'm so sorry, people. Sith YouTube Lord. The guy with the spider chair looks like the spider chair from the Phantom Menace. Totally. The one that, well, there's the spider chair that Newt Gunray is walking around sitting on, and then there's also like the cool spider hologram that Sidious is projected on when they're walking down the hallway. I totally see it. You're right. It was very reminiscent of both of those. I always thought that the walking holo projector was a really cool idea, and I was like, why the hell is Sidious the only one who has one? Like, everyone should have one of those. You should see Mace Windu walking down the halls of the Jedi Temple having a side-by-side conversation with Ki-Adi-Mundi, who's just like being projected there because he's off with one of his various housewives. But I digress. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic by John Jackson Miller, issue number 3. Whoa, who's this? She's wielding like a kukri-looking blade. Yeah, the artwork has been top-notch. A lot of people don't really pick up the Dark Horse titles anymore because they're no longer canon and thus less likely to be referenced in future media, but they really are worth reading because the artwork and a lot of times the stories also are phenomenal, and they deserve to be revisited and celebrated forever. On the brink of escape! Ambush! Knights of the Old Republic, script by John Jackson Miller, art by Brian Ching. Commencement, part 3 of 6. We'll probably finish all of Commencement today. I think we have time. Yesterday, the only fear Zane Carrick had was that he wouldn't be elevated to knighthood with his fellow Padawans. Today he fears for his life. After discovering his friends dead at the feet of their own masters, Zane runs, aided only by Griff, a small-time snivy and con artist. But where can they go? The masters are on the law. The masters are the law on Taris, and they've told the world that Zane killed the Padawans. His only hope lies off-world, retracing the steps of his training to find out what it was he and his friends had seen that marked them for death. But escape from Taris leads the first to the wretched Undercity, a destination the masters have already foreseen. gotta be hard to run from people who not only can see you through the Force, have years of bonding with you because they were your teacher. Like, that's quite a predicament. Zane, wake up. We're almost there. I'm not asleep. I'm just trying not to look. Yeah, I don't think I could sleep with all this bouncing around. I think Master Found's trying to clear the asteroid belt the hard way. Oh, so this is a flashback. We're back with his friends and this fucking Jedi Master douche right here. We're in position, Padawans. This is it. Your final challenge as learners. You know the assignment. Trust in the Force for guidance. Helmets! Fear is your enemy. Do not give it ground. Do not give it ground to grow. Be rocks. Be Jedi. Be gone. Whoa. Just tumbles them out into the asteroid field, wearing what looks like Juggernaut's armor from X-Men. And so what? The challenge is to, like, survive, make their way back to the ship, using the Force, I guess? Ah, we'll never know. Zane! Whoopsh. Eat something! What? Where? We're still in the lower city. Can't you smell it? A little more entertaining than usual today. Something's up. Look at this enormous garbage hauler just getting pulled through the streets. Are those Wookiees riding it? That's awesome. Have we been riding long? Long? I'm gonna have to sit in a bowl of Bacto when this is over. Well, this is our stop. Over the side, tall blur. And be inconspicuous. Lots of swoop gangs around here. Alright, but I wish you'd... And where do you think you're going? Slumming uptown? Come to visit the scum? Oh, sweet. It's Zabrak. Wait, you're the little cuss what's in the hollow. You're about to make my month, little cuss. The kick be coming right to our turf. The Snivian, too. Bounty hunter! Bounty hunty! Our stop, huh? So much for Wookiee grammar. I speak idiot better. Let me handle this. Just a moment, my friend. I see the colors. You're with the Vulcars. Benno's boys, maybe. What's it to you, side dish? Benno hates to wait. Cashing a bounty from the constable's gonna mean bureaucracy, authorizations, delay. And they may make him come up city just to testify. Just picture Benno, up city. Benno don't like to wear city clothes. And that'd be for weeks at a time. And all he's gonna be thinking about is the guys who got him there. Benno don't like thinking. Well, you could keep that from happening. There's an easier way to make your kick for the whole year, if you'll listen. Okay. Hieroglyph's got he's got the gift of the gab. They're getting left alone. I guess it didn't occur to me that this thing is a fucking dinosaur. Run, kid! What did you say? I told him the Wookiees had sewn stashes of spice into the harness. Why'd you do that? They were helping us. And we're helping them too. Just some nice swoop bikes once they polish those guys off. Let's go. The place we're headed is just the other side of Junk's Junction. The other side of Junk Junction. Nice. Wait, I thought you said we were going to the Undercity. Get the hair out of your ears. I said we're going to the Undercity. Know where we're going in. Not with the plague and the rat-ghouls down there. While you were getting your beauty sleep, I was hopping around, spreading creds and leaving a trail right up to the gate. Then we drove right on past it. You were gonna tell me this when? When we'd done it. Probably a waste of a good dodge, though. Constable's too smart to send anyone down there. I figured your masters are smarter still. Meanwhile, in the Undercity. Hiya! Cadilla, to me! Just slicing rat ghouls left and right. Stupid idiots. You said you saw them in the Undercity. But it wasn't the future we saw, Lucian. It was a flash we caught from Zane. Something the Snivian said. Destiny has clouded since he got involved. This Griff may be the shatter point. And you can't read him. Marvelous. But we have divined one thing. You were right. He will abandon Zane to us. But didn't have to be a seer of the circle to know that. Zamar, what news?
Coruscant has called again, Lucian. They want to know.
Never mind. Never mind the Republic. What of the Republic? Sorry. Never mind the Republic. What of the Republic?
All Terrace security is now on the hunt. Constable just reported new sightings in the lower city, heading for the refugee camps outside Machineville.
That's it. They're there. Tell the constable to tighten the noose, Zamar. We're coming. And above. What is this place? I can almost see the sky from here. Beautiful, ain't it? Used to be a grid of high-rises standing here. Somebody demolished them to make room for something else, and forgot to put up the something else. Now, it's just the junction. It's filthy. Where do you think your trash goes? Orbit? Upper City's not that tall. Not yet. But speaking of throwing things away, lose the braid. I don't think you're going to be able to sell it anytime soon, Griff. This isn't about that, though thanks for thinking of me. I don't want to get jumped every time your hood gets off. But I'm still a Padawan. Whatever happened to my friends, we're going to straighten it out. I need this. Fine, but you'll grow new hair. You won't grow a new head. Don't you feel better now without... Shut up. Just show me where we're going. I mean, Griff, he's pretty callous as an individual, but he makes a very good point, and he's actually doing quite a lot to help this kid right now. We're here. Actually, the last resort. Literally. Home of someone who's come in hand to me before. Let's see if he's in. Look out, Griff! Oh, shit. Kaboom! Oof! What in the... That trap's not supposed to be set. Set? By who? By me. Gah! Psh! Hello? Are you an Arcanian? You're badass. Oof! Nope, deliberately missed. Nope. Youch! Oh, gotcha. She stabbed and then ignited. Nice. What? Whack. Psh. Jariel, no! He's with me. Lauren Hieroglyph, remember? I know who you are, and I know who he is. You're trouble, and you're leaving. Well, that's pretty clear. What did you do? I can't feel my arm. Neural stinger will come back. Feeling will come back in an hour. Be somewhere else by then. You got it, Jariel. Retract the fangs. We'll leave right after we see that camper. You're not seeing anyone. Go, now. Great plan, Griff. Would have been better off going to one of the buildings that's on fire. Why not? You're the reason that they're on fire to begin with. Don't play dumb. Haven't you even looked at a holo today? Not since last night. It was too much like looking in a mirror. Cute. It wasn't so funny when the markets around you killed the entire next class of Jedi here. God, I didn't kill anyone! I don't care. They're dead enough, and so is Taris. Losian Industries just announced they're pulling all operation off-world, going someplace safer. You just ruined half the decent people left in the lower city. Then all this is your doing, and what little security we had here all chasing you, so you get out before you get us. Hurry! Reroute the voltage around the main bus. Don't know why they make me revolt the voltage. Down the revolt, they said. Dunno. Why, it's my job. My job to cycle the crystal cathode. Not the crystal in my cycle. Dunno why it's my problem. Camper! It's the Griff. I need you to fix up one of your cargo specials for 2. He doesn't look like he can fix lunch. Yeah, he's all pushing a shopping cart and being all crazy. Always want me to make the power cycle the system. Not the power in the system. Not gonna make me change it. Not one of the cycle. Come on, camper. You worked up the Mendu box for me, remember? Mendu? Zovius Mendu? Master Felon tried to catch him last month. Disappeared or something. Or something. I shipped him to Corellia as a crate of dried Drika fish. Camper refits old escape pods into shipping containers. You'd never know anyone was inside of there. Repair, but I... Perero, it's Jariel. You need to get inside. Leave these... Griff? Marn Hieroglyph? Get lost! Uh-oh. Oh, now, did I not pay you? I've been meaning to get you back after that. I've been meaning to get you to look at my bookkeeping droid. You can do that after you. No time for you, snout. I got just the equipment I need right here. Right here! You're a man with grievances. I can cope. We just want... You want? I give you what you want. And then I have to give them what they want. Everyone wants! Well, I want to finish rerouting this T3's relays while I still remember how. He's a cranky old mechanic. With the memory issues, maybe? We're wasting time here, Griff. This guy's idea of radiation shielding is probably a good hat and a disarming smile. No wonder he needs Darth Sunshine here for a keeper. You want me to deaden something else? You and your sawed-off friend are leaving now. What's your problem? Don't you want the bounty? Everyone else wants a piece of me. You think it's that simple for us, huh? Well, you're not the only... No! Oh, shit. They have found them. Zane Carrick, this is the Constable of Taris. Surrender or we will open fire. Well, it's too late for conversation now. Zane, it's Master Lucian. It doesn't have to be like this, Zane. The Constable has agreed to turn you over to us. To the Order. I don't know how that's supposed to be any better. What are you? Leave or stay. Just get out of my way. Perero, they found us. It's time. Camper? He just bolted up into that attic up there. It's not an attic. Last Resort isn't a junkyard, Snout. It's a junk hauler. Nice. That's awesome. Rumble, 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 rumble. Out of nowhere. That's so cool. What are you waiting for? After them. We're not space-worthy, Master Lucian. Go back to the temple. Your orbital patrols will take him. No, Constable. This time, you follow our lead. That boy is a Jedi problem. We're the Jedi solution. Are you happy now? Patrol cruisers coming this way. What is this stuff? Where's the shields? Where's the nav computer? Give that red jobby a push. I remember now. Pull them out to reroute them through the new console here. Nice. Or maybe I sold them. Who keeps track? We're in a real junker now, and we're in a high stakes chase. That can only end well. All right, let me pull the chat back online here. Cool. Issue number 4, Knights of the Old Republic. Try and zoom it so that it wraps real good on the window. There we go. I do like these suits. The Noose Titans. The Republic closes in. After discovering his fellow students dead at the feet of their own masters, Padawan Zane Carrick runs for his life, aided only by Griff, a Snivian con artist. Blamed for the murders, the two flee into the lower city of Taris, staying just a step ahead of the masters. Griff hopes a pair of Arcanian refugees will help them find a way off-world. The addled inventor, known only as Camper, and his protector, the fierce Jariel, aren't interested. When Zane's masters arrive, however, the Arcanians suddenly launch into action and into orbit. But what has been camouflaged as the Arcanians' home on Taris, the junk hauler last resort, hasn't flown in years. And it certainly hasn't faced the Republic patrols that wait them now, even in space. Taris Control. Suspect vessel is powered down and motionless. Do we wait for impound craft? Negative, Patrol 3. Suspect is danger level 1 and Constable is authorized weapons free. Repeat, weapons free. Takedown confirmed, Control. If they're playing dead, they're about to be a lot more convincing. Can't you give us hyperdrive? Shields? Lights? The last resort hasn't flown in years, Zane. It hasn't had to until you came along. We're lucky to have air and gravity. Camper's fiddled with the system so much, there's no telling what circuits are crossed. I think he's got a few crossed himself. No notice. Never did give me a deadline. Obvious is the deadline. Just move this line over there and... Psst, look out! He did it! Oof! Watch it, Griff. You alright, Jariel? Out of my way! Gotta do something before we... They're out of control, Taris! They're headed for the system's inner debris field! Uh-oh. Stop! Stop! I think I've got it. Ah, there. Finally. Damn, they almost crashed. They're going past. They're law enforcement, not military. They're not gonna risk their necks in here. We're safe. Safe? We haven't been safe since we met you. Give it a rest. I told Camper if he dealt with trash like you, that trouble would find us. I didn't know the entire Republic would find us. Hey now, trash is a little strong coming from someone living in a junk hauler. I was talking about trash. I was talking about Griff. You're not trash. You're a Jedi killer. What is that? Is it dangerous? Yeah! Only to himself. Kid didn't do it. Says he walked in on his masters with their students already dead in front of them. We gave him the slip, but the masters pinned it on him. Now we've both got the death mark. A death mark on me! Imagine, I'm not even a violent offender. My career is made. This'll definitely land me a nice perch with the Becks or the Volcar gang when I get back to... Hey, what are you doing? Shoving you out the airlock. Me? But the kid's the one that... I didn't do it! Oh, Zane, he's getting so frustrated. I'll come back for him. You're smaller and more annoying. Wait! Look, sister, I don't know why you and Camper were hiding in the dump, but they've made this ship. Whatever you're gonna do, they're gonna want to talk to you. We're in this together until you can get out of system. You'll get another hiding place, and we'll be on our way. Thud. I hate it when people I hate make sense. I'll try to cut down. Yep, and yet again, Hieroglyph has been saved by the gift of the gab. What are you looking at? The comm system. The transmitter's working. Well, of course. The one thing we don't need works. Makes sense. Maybe not. I can call Dantooine with this. The local Jedi Academy. Master Vandar Tokare runs it. He taught me before I was apprenticed to Lucian. Maybe he can help. Are you on Spice? Did you miss the whole scene with the Jedi chasing us? Jedi murderers. Master Vandar is on the Dantooine Council. He's got to be told what really happened. He's the one who taught me that Jedi take care of their own. He'll help, I know it. Back off, we just got away. Perero? Perero! Oh shit, what is happening to him? This has been too much for him. I need to get him to his room. No, Ken, Jeriel. Got the thruster control fixed, but there's more to do. You said they've come for us. For me, the company! It's not the company, Camper. It's not. They're after them, not us. Tackle the work in the morning. The asteroid belt will shield us until then. Come along. Yeah, some Jedi sounds good. Look at this fucking yawn. Snivy, man. I've been up since yesterday. Take the watch, kid. I think I saw some spacesuits down in the hole. I'm gonna crawl in one and turn on the air. I don't know if you noticed, but this place stinks. He's gonna do it. He's gonna send the distress call to Dantooine against their wishes. And then we're gonna argue all over again. Later. Yep, he did it. Dantooine Academy here. I can barely read your signal. There's some interference here. I'm moving clear of it. Let me talk to Master Vandar Tokare. The Master is attending to other duties. What can... Tell him it's Zane Carrick. Zane? Zane? I'm so glad you called. I hoped you would. And I hoped you would answer, Master Vandar. Something terrible has happened. I have heard. Your fellow Padawans. Terrible indeed. They grew up with you, boy. How could you have done such a thing? How could you? I didn't, Master. They were dead when I arrived. Dead at the feet of their own masters. What? Their masters killed them. They were standing right there, their sabers drawn. I see. And where was your master during all of this? Lucian was right there. He acted like I was next. If I hadn't gotten out of there, I'd be dead too. Zane, this is hard to accept. Tell me about it. How could I contemplate such a thing? Your master Lucian is the scion of an important family, both in the Republic and the Jedi Order.
What possible reason could he and the Masters of Tyrus have to...
How should I know? I just know they did it.
Yes, I think you truly believe that. But we know your relationship with the Force has always been complicated, and its dark side can be seductive to the less experienced. The mind can deceive itself. You may have done something you don't remember.
I couldn't have.
Are you sure? I have to wonder. If this is true, then what are you doing alive? You escaping 5 Masters of the Order? You, Zane? With your skills?
This Master's being kind of a dick right now. I had some help. It's been crazy, and I don't know how I made it out, but I'm alive. And that's just it. If I'm so incompetent, how could I kill my friends? They were almost Jedi too, and they were better than me. I know what you're thinking. The dark side can lend great power. Even to someone like... But I haven't fallen. I didn't kill my friends.
I know you're confused, son. We've known each other most of your life. I hate to see you like this. That's why I want to help you. The Order has experience in restoring a diseased mind. If you will turn yourself in, I am certain there is a Jedi counselor on Taris who will work with you. Jar, who's the... Really? That's unusual. Zane, you must already know that there are several consulars stationed on Taris who can help you do...
They're the ones trying to kill me. They're the ones who...
Zane? I didn't hear that. Zane!
His voice is killing me right now. Ugh. What hit me? That'd be my shock staff to the back of your head. Any other bruises you find are from me flying us back into the asteroid belt. I'm sorry I didn't have time to pick a safer route. Your little stunt attracted some attention. Not the patrol vessels either. Someone new. The patrol personnel carrier. And some little ships. They're good, whoever they are. It's the Masters. How do you know? You haven't seen them. I can feel their presence. Well, they feel yours. See? We're being hailed. I'll get it, but I'm pretty sure it's for you. Help! It's so strong. It's like the sender's right here with us. I'm afraid he is. Come with me. What's going on? Oh, there's someone inside the ship. I knew we had rodents in the hold, but I didn't know they could talk. Can the sarcasm and get me out!
You run a lousy hotel, my good woman. What was all that bonking around?
Some fool took us into open space to call his high command. I brought us right back.
Oh, what did your big boss say, kid? He'd call your masters off.
No, he didn't believe me. He heard all about the murders. He wanted me to go back to the people who committed them.
Oh, they'll be a big help. Just make sure they'll just make room for you on the funeral pyre.
He said they wouldn't hurt me. There are things Jedi can do to another Jedi if they think he's committed a crime. I mean, it's hard to believe, but if I really did hurt my friends, if I imagined the scene with my masters, the Jedi consulars could probe my mind and...
What?
I just thought of something. The masters on Taris are all consulars. All but Lucian.
I don't follow.
A consular is a specialized kind of Jedi. They focus more on cerebral force skills. There are healers, are researchers, are seers. They don't sound so tough. They're still Jedi. You don't mess with them. But the fact that 4 out of the only 5 masters posted at the Taris Academy are all consulars, that's weird for a place like that. Against the odds. Looked like Mr. Vandar found it strange too. I wonder why I never paid attention to it before.
Maybe they were messing with your head. The Jedi know that, don't they? And don't give me any talk about against the odds. The only chance in the games I can run is whether I'm gonna win or whether you're gonna lose. I expect your masters know a little about changing the odds. I don't think anything's coincidental with these guys.
What now? Where are you going? To find some answers. I can't believe I didn't think of it earlier. It's in the debris field. We're almost on top of it. The last place my masters and friends were all together before yesterday. The Rogue Moon. That's right, the flashback from the beginning.
And a most dangerous place it is.
dangerous and perfect for your final assignment. The rogue moon inhabits the asteroid belt that rings Taris' sun, traveling in retrograde against the direction of the other debris. Theories differ as to its origin, but what is not theoretical here is the situation. Thousands of meteor impacts an hour, ranging from microscopic to colossal. Perpetual bombardment. Each step on its surface may be your last. It's pretty intense. And that, students, is what makes it a special place. For those whose steps are guided by the Force. Man, what is with the grammar here? And that, students, is what makes it a special place. For those whose steps are guided by the Force. It is a place of absolute contrasts, ever standing between the serenity Jedi seek and annihilation. It is a place to focus on what is around and on what lies ahead. There are only life or death choices here, no complicating hues or gradations. Let the unifying force become your eyes. You will see both the future and oblivion before you. Find your destiny, and in doing so, may you find your place in the Jedi Order. What? Just thinking about the last time I came here. They set us down on the other side of that valley. Had us make our way back to where we're standing right now. On foot? Were they trying to kill you then? That's just the start. We were all walking blind, blast shields down on our visors. Jedi can see using the Force if they're attuned to it. Took us all half the day to get back to the Masters, way up here. Well, it took me half the day. Lots of zigzagging.
Kid, Griff here. Camper says we'd better swing the last resort over to the other side of the moon. Unless he can get the shields working, this heat won't last long here.
All right, we'll call you if we need anything. Your master stood here? I don't see how this premonitory is any safer than the valley. We had the Force. They had a shield. When I got back, they had a camp set up next to the ship, and both were under a portable magnetic shield. See those marks? Generator pylons. They must have had LB set them up. Poor LB. Who's LB? T1 LB, one of our bulk loader droids. We brought him along to set up the shield and prepare the camp. He wasn't very smart. Before any of us got back, he trundled right off the cliff. Over there, I think. Look out! You alright? Just wishing we'd brought our own shield too. Look at this place. Another week. Every trace of your visit will be gone. What do you expect to find up here? Anything. This is the last place we were all together, the students and the masters. After we came back to Taris, Lucian and the other masters cloistered in the temple for days. When they finally came out, they said they decided who was to become a Jedi, and set up the banquet ceremony for 2 days ago. That just seemed normal, like what masters did before knighting students. But if something happened earlier, something here... You said it took half the day to get here. What were the masters doing all that time? Waiting, I guess. I don't know. I was the last to arrive. And you couldn't see. Your friends who arrived back first, did they see anything? Not that they mentioned. Shad was the first here, but he said that by the time he arrived, LB had already gone over the... What? LB! LB was up here. LB saw! Let's go down and find out if there's anything left of him. Nice. They found him. Down below. Wow. I don't know if even Camper could get this guy talking again. If he could, he's a miracle worker because he couldn't talk before. LB series is just a 5th class drone. No speech center. He could take verbal commands, but that's it. But he could see. And if there's anything in his holographic memory, we might be able to access it. If we could find it. This guy's a mess. This fall must have done a number on him. In this gravity? Impossible. I did a free fall onto this moon from orbit. Didn't need to hit my suit thrusters until just before touchdown. Even from up there, as big as LB is. A fall didn't do this. He was thrown. As bulky as he is, who could throw mass like this? A Jedi could. I can. Jariel, turn around. What is it? More death from above? Whoa. I'm afraid so. Yikes. To be continued. Yeah, I thought it would be. Man. It's really heating up here. I think I'm just about out of time, though, so we're going to have to finish KOTOR next week. I'm not sure what the canon release situation looks like for next week, but we will definitely be doing the last 2 issues of this first arc of John Jackson Miller's KOTOR, and then probably moving on to the next Legends Request. This was really cool. I'm continuing to love the art style. Jariel's a cool character. It's nice getting some Arcanians in the stories. You don't get to see them very often. Fun fact about Arcanians is they do not reproduce naturally. All offspring is genetically engineered in labs where they're basically all test tube babies, where the parent scientists, if you will, sort of tweak them and get rid of all sorts of genetic imperfections. That's not canon anymore, but neither is this story, so it still works. Cool. This has been a lot of fun. Stay tuned next week. There's going to be another Comics with Katarn every Wednesday at noon. Appreciate you guys reading these with me. And as always, may the Force be with you.